everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Float Buffet, where you get to sample just a taste of the shows that take place on the Float Network. I'm your host, Steve Jones. I'm executive producer of Float, and this week we're going to show you highlights of all 4 of our weekly programs that take place in the Float Facebook group. This week we're going to start off with a brand new segment of a show from TMI with Teresa Harding. This time around, Teresa is now going to introduce you each week to a new member of the Float family that you may not know so well. So take a look right here at what she likes to call 3 Minutes with T.
Hey, nice meeting you.
It's nice to meet you as well. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Suzette Arita. I'm from Honolulu, Hawaii. Love it. Lived here all my life, born and raised here. Yeah.
I'm so jealous. I want to visit you.
You can. Come and visit me and I'll take you around the island. Yeah.
I will hold you to that.
I will.
What is the name of your business?
The business started out called Pizzazz because I started out as a makeup artist, and I was doing makeup artists, face painting, balloon twisting, and airbrush and glitter tattoos. So, but initially, yeah, it was a makeup artist, so I called it Pizzazz. But I'm thinking of changing it now since I got rid of all of that. And I'm only doing balloons now, yeah. So.
How long have you been in business?
I started doing balloons actually in 1980. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been, but that was a really easy balloon dog, sword, flower. I started out helping out this, he was a local magician, I would say clown entertainer that had a TV show, and so because he had the TV show, he had also been asked to do several birthday parties on the island, and birthday parties are big on the island, 1-year-old birthdays. So everybody has a 1-year-old birthday for their child. He used to get books, and so he needed to have somebody help him out in the end. So he asked my husband, who's a magician, to hey, would your wife be able to dress up as a clown and help out with balloons? And so we said, sure. And that's how it started. Yeah. Twinkle's the clown. But yeah.
Aw, I have a very special place for clowns. So, what is a fun or silly fact about you, Suzette?
I don't know about fun or silly, but I am a triplet. So there's 2 more like me. And we're identical. That's why I tell people that's the only reason why I'm 4'10" is because I had to split my height up. But people have mixed us up in the past. You know, I've had guys come up to me saying, hey, yeah, we had fun last week. And I'm thinking, this is when I was younger, I'm thinking it wasn't me. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been married to my husband for 40 years. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you need to have your own hobbies. That's the main thing.
Well, I truly appreciate you being here today, and I always look forward to seeing your little S on the webinars and trainings. Have a good day.
Tune in every Monday night for TMI with Teresa Harding in the Float group. That's 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Now, Teresa made another appearance this week as part of the studio audience on Tuesdays with Tony. And it turns out that she and Tony had a little plotting and scheming up their sleeves, because this week they teamed up to create seasonal elf names for all the callers.
Teresa, if you could please do the honors. We pulled up the list last night. Can we give... Now, we're not going to show the list because we don't want you guys picking it, but I'm going to name off a person, and then Teresa will give us their elf name. So we'll start out with, you know what? He's kind of elfish in my eyes. Let's start off with Tommy DiLorenzo. What will Tommy DiLorenzo's elf name be this evening, Teresa Harding?
Okay, hold on. I'm pulling up the list now. I'm sorry.
Are these
So many
already
windows.
assigned, or are you randomly doing
No.
this?
It's a random list, but it's going to be at Teresa's beck and call because she's the musical co-host.
Okay, as long as you left it up to Teresa, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna do the name. You know,
You don't trust
I
Tony?
always get the worst
Can't
ones when
imagine
it's
why
like,
not.
Do you?
yeah,
Do you?
I would never do that.
Okay.
Give me my elf name? No.
Tommy DiLorenzo's elf name
He could
is
be Partridge Shiny Toes.
Partridge Shiny Toes, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy
Okay.
DiLorenzo, Partridge Shiny Toes. Excellent. You can probably change that to your name instead of BBT Home. If you
Where do
want.
the elf names come from? Like,
it's a
where's the
random.
list from
It's a random generated list from the internet, Debbie Levy.
of elf names? I didn't know there was such a thing.
Well, it exists. We found it last night. So
Okay.
it's true. And if it's on the internet, it must be true. So
Absolutely.
there it is. Well, we can't leave him out. He's the boss, El Jefe of the Float Network. What will Steve's elf name be this evening, Teresa? Something with a Chuck Taylor? I don't know.
Gosh.
Something with a Chuck Taylor.
Let's go with oh gosh, I'm trying to like read these names. They're oh my gosh. Okay, let's go with Syllabub Scarlettos.
Syllabub Starlettos. Interesting. Interesting and spicy in the same way. I don't know.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la, exactly. Ooh la la.
Don't be shy. You can join in the fun with Tuesdays with Tony every Tuesday night live in the Float group. That's at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And again, don't forget to look for the link in the group where you can be live on the call with Tony and the rest of the audience. Well, this week saw the sophomore edition of our brand new show in the Float Network, Working Wonders. And this week, the ladies of Float interviewed Andrea Noel, who aside from being an award-winning and world-renowned balloon entertainer and artist, is also a fully practicing medical doctor. This week, Andrea joined the ladies to talk about COVID, the pending vaccine, and other questions that the audience had.
In the very beginning, they were telling you, like, when you bring groceries into the house, you should, wipe down the outside of the boxes. I'm not talking about fruit and vegetables. I'm talking about packages of stuff. And they were telling you, wipe the outside. And I will admit that I've kind of stopped that because it seems
I have
not
too.
eating the box. And especially now that you said you need to go through mucous membranes. I kind of stopped that. Is that a bad procedure not to do that?
I still do it because people are gross. we get the Walmart, where they load it into the back of the trunk.
Oh.
And like, because we went into a Smith's and I'm just watching these people walk around and we bring the groceries in and we spray them down with the sanitizer and then we put everything away. We still do it.
I was quarantining mine. Like if it was anything on a cardboard box,
Yeah.
if we didn't need it right away, I would come down here, I would stick it in my office. No one was allowed to touch it. I left it there for the 3 to 4 days.
Right.
But then there was so much conflicting information about how long it lives on cardboard and how long,
So yeah, all of that was just
Yeah,
too much
so
work for
yeah.
me. I never disinfected anything. I just stopped picking my nose with the cornflakes box when I got home, and it's totally the lazy
But
way
how
to
do you
have
how
that.
do you pick your nose now? What do you, no, just kidding.
Right.
Join the ladies of Float every Wednesday with Working Wonders, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, again in the Float Facebook group. Well, that just leaves one show left, and that would be Step Chat with yours truly. Normally, every week we talk about a variety of topics, and sometimes we get a little intense, as we did in this past week, where we talked about a very controversial subject that took place in another Facebook group for balloon people. But one of the other important elements of the show is that we tend to update you with new and exciting news about Float, the convention, as well as the Float Foundation classes and other things. And this week on Step Chat, we announced our next instructor as part of the Float Foundation.
And this came from you guys. Last week in Step Chat, I specifically asked for, I said, you should submit class ideas, you should whatever, you should reach out to me and say like, hey, this is what we want to see, or this is whatever, blah, blah, blah. Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we do this? Can we do that? And one person reached out and brought up a really good question, and one that I hadn't, that, you know, personally I had not seen in quite a while. And that was on the use of grids and wall murals and that kind of thing. Because I personally, they are the bane of my existence. And I've said from day one that I am so glad I still have all our SDS panels. And like I said, we just recently got like 80 more of them from an auction. So yeah. And I personally don't like working with grids because there's just such a pain in the butt. But there is one individual who's really, really good at working with grids. And this individual, I actually took a class from him myself here in Seattle a couple years ago. And that gentleman is the one and only Dante Longi. So I'm very happy to share that Dante has agreed to be featured as our next Float Foundation instructor, teaching a class on working with grids and constructing mural wall concepts. So that'll be available very, very soon. I will probably get I should have done it today, but I got sidetracked. I will probably get a meme together and get it online very, very soon so that you guys can sign up for that. So yeah, very excited about that possibility.
You can join me every Sunday night for Step Chat at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, right there in the Float Facebook group. And if you're looking for up-to-date information about the Float Convention, which takes place in January 2022 in Chicago, Illinois, make sure you join the Float Facebook group because we have notifications and updates daily about the convention, our class offerings, and all kinds of other information that you will desperately need. Well, that'll do it all for this week, folks. Thank you very much for joining me. Once again, I'm Steve Jones, your host. Tune in next week for another edition of the Float Buffet.